Friday morning, the day after Turkey Day. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, George.
I did not expect you this morning.
Oh, yeah, it's Friday and didn't want you to be by yourself, so.
Well, I appreciate that because I do start crying after a while.
Yeah.
How was your Turkey Day?
Well, it was without a hitch. How about yours?
Yeah, mine was the same thing. Not a hitch. A lot of food. Some people stopped by. Family people. I think we had a couple of my granddaughters. All tested negative, so we were good.
Good.
And we all made sure everybody tested like the day before Thanksgiving, so we knew.
Yeah.
It was fairly recent and good. So that was our Turkey Day. It would have been nice if everybody could have come over, but we can't do that this year. So we did the best we could.
Yeah, you did a good job, sounds to me like.
We had one grandchild that is a 4-year-old. He was not into anything except the desserts.
Well, yeah, at that age, yeah.
He was not a turkey fan, didn't care for the ham, and potatoes scared the heck out of him.
Really?
The cheesy potatoes, they look kind of weird. Taste delicious, but they just don't look right for a 4-year-old.
Yeah, well.
They look like they were the second round, come back.
To be 4 again.
Yeah, but he had a good time. He had the little girls next door calling for him, and he was just in heaven.
So he was big time playing and that kind of thing.
My neighbors have 5 children, all girls, and 2 of them are right in his age range, and they are in love with Ian.
So they play together all the time.
All the time. And they like our dogs, so they're always Ian's out there telling to help them pick up the fence so the dogs could get through to their yard. It used to be worse, Gene. Ian when he was 2 and 3 years old, he'd run around naked out there.
Yeah, he's an exhibition. He's an exhibition.
So letting the dogs leave the yard for a little bit on the way.
Small potatoes.
I know. I saw your daughter put a picture of you guys on the Facebook. I saw you playing some football with your grandson.
Yeah. I had to air the football up, but he hadn't been around in quite a while. And, when the temperatures start changing, just ask Tom Brady, the football starts getting soft. So.
Yeah. And football is the NFL. I really miss that. I remember when I was a kid, that would mark our Thanksgiving. We'd go out and play football while they were making the meal. Oh. Every year. That was kind of like our tradition, to go out and toss the ball around.
Well, they didn't know they were doing tradition, but he was playing catch with his dad, and the football was a little on the soft side, so we fixed that. Yeah,
that's so Dad can cheat. Throw it harder when it's softer.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He can grip it so much better.
Pop off the kid's head a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get that with the fool. Ian's like that. He wants to play, but he's nowhere near what Valor is. Yeah. I think Valor is just a complete little athlete. I anticipate one day Ian being like Valor in the athletic ability, but right now he catches him off the forehead more than he does with his hands. But he goes and gets the ball, throws it back, and goes for more.
Gives it another try.
That's good. I'm glad you had a good time. Hey, Gloria
and likewise.
Gloria had a good time?
Had a good time.
Good. I didn't get any pictures. I didn't see any pictures of her, but she doesn't play football very much.
No, she does not.
Not anymore. Yeah. At our age, we kind of retire. Anyway, are we ready to look at the birthday?
Election return that we'll share with you.
And a fire in Calexico.
That's right.
The fire department. Why would they have the day off?
They never have a day off.
Those guys are heroes for a good reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got some birthdays. Not a whole lot of big shot birthdays. One you may remember. Remember Bill Nye, the science guy?
Yeah.
It says here he's 65.
I think he's older than that.
I thought he was 65 years ago.
Yeah.
if he's not, he sure looks older than he is. Anyway, he's 65 years old today. Charlie Burchill with Simple Minds. He is 61. Drummer Charlie Benante with Anthrax, a group that you might be into or not. I'm not. I had no idea who Charlie was. Anyway, Charlie is 58 years old today. Robin Givens, remember her?
Robin Givens, yeah.
Kind of a mediocre actress that married Mike Tyson and then just ran that for all it was worth. She's 56 today. Don't know what she's doing now. Urkel, Jalil White from Family Matters, he is 44. And that's all we got. That's all the big shot birthdays.
That is a short list.
But we got a few local people. They're coming up next.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometown, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Aaron Ray, Jose Moreno Jr., Maria Monreal, Jack McCormick, the husband, Nora McCormick, the wife, Julie Oliver, Nozomi Nogashira, Moses Aguilar Jr., Angela Cosillo, Anthony Sace, James Williams, Stephanie Mendoza, Raquel Aviles Munoz, R.L. Dennis. Happy birthday to one and all. Happy anniversary to Dave and Caroline Hilfiger, celebrating their wedding anniversary.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's time for the World California News Headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. A lot of Americans played it safe on Thanksgiving. This Ohio State student had just tested positive for COVID-19, so she stayed at the dorm.
We had the option to go home, but obviously I didn't want to give it to my parents or anything, since they're pretty old as well. So I've been here since then.
Dr. David Agus on why decisions like that are important.
If you had that wayward cousin who goes out all the time, or the uncle who doesn't stay home, you've potentially been exposed.
And on the expected post-Thanksgiving surge,
every holiday to date during this pandemic, 10 or so days after the holiday, there's been a dramatic increase in cases in the United States. And it will certainly happen with this one.
That's not keeping everyone out of the stores this Black Friday, like this bargain hunter in Wisconsin.
Doorbusters is the best deals you can get. That's all it needs to be said, doorbusters.
Still, more than 70% of Americans say they will do some online shopping this week to avoid crowded stores. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Locke Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. About 7,000 Southern California Edison customers are in the dark this morning after a public safety power shutoff. Another 100,000 customers are under consideration for a shutoff because of strong Santa Ana winds. This customer says it's worth it because of the fire danger.
I'm not having a problem with it if it'll save us from fires. We can manage.
About 2,700 customers of San Diego Gas and Electric may also lose power this morning due to a red flag warning, which will remain in effect through 9 a.m. Saturday. A Fresno teen did his part to make Thanksgiving happy for others. 13-year-old Devin Cornell recruited some friends to help deliver 14 meals to his neighbors.
A lot of people won't be able to do a lot of holiday this year, and some of these people might not even be able to do Thanksgiving, so I wanted to, bring them Thanksgiving.
And finally, COVID-19 has forced USC's football game against Colorado, scheduled for Saturday, be canceled. Steve Clausen, California News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Locke Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Locke Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
I'm Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now. But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, don't wait. This could be a serious condition like atrial fibrillation, which can make you about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you're having these symptoms, don't wait. Talk to a doctor by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
During cough and cold season, Walgreens knows noses, like those leaky faucet noses. You know who you are. Those noses that tickle and twitch. So cute. And in as little as 30 minutes, Walgreens makes it easy to pick up your cough and cold must-have. 30-minute pickup. Now that's faster than trying to find a clean sleeve. This week, select Mucinex products now only $14.99 each. Walgreens. Use as directed. Restrictions apply to 30-minute pickup. Valid through November 28th with My Walgreens. See walgreens.com/pickup for details.
It's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less. With page 1 of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, the count goes on for the November 3rd general election. Here's more on that story.
The closest races are for Heber Elementary School Board. As of Wednesday afternoon, Helen Diaz Molina has a 31-vote edge over Claudette J. Miranda. Molina has 684 votes to 653 votes for Miranda. The race for the third seat on the El Centro City Council has changed again. Edgar Garcia now has a 43-vote lead over Efrain Silva. Garcia with 5,131 votes, Silva with 5,098. With the Thanksgiving Day holiday yesterday, the Thanksgiving Day, there was no update released. We will get an update. We expect one this afternoon. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The continuing saga of Abadi versus IID, Tuesday Court of Appeals granted the Imperial Irrigation District's petition. The 4th District Court of Appeal this week granted the IID for a writ of mandate against the trial court in the Mike Abadi versus the Imperial Irrigation District litigation, directing Imperial County Superior Court Judge Brooks Anderholt to enter a new order of disqualifying himself from the case. The Court of Appeal found that Judge Anderholt erred when he denied the peremptory challenge IID filed against him, to which it was entitled by law. The court observed that the relief it was granting was appropriate since the applicable law is settled. The district is clearly entitled to relief, and disqualification issues require prompt resolution. The district had sought Judge Anderholt's recusal from the case, citing instances of prejudice in the administrative record after his original decision in the water rights litigation was largely reversed this summer by the same appellate court. IID Board President Norma Galindo said the Court of Appeals order affirms the belief that this judge demonstrated a bias against the Imperial Irrigation District. She said this bias led him to make a number of incorrect decisions that the Court of Appeal identified in their opinion. She said, to judge, the II stands a better chance of a fair outcome, one that benefits all the water users that the IID serves. KXO News Time 747.
Quick Lane Tire and Autos in Brawley and El Centro serve makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, battery, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
A surge in COVID-19 cases in Imperial County continues. Here's more on that story.
As of Wednesday morning, there were 1,445 active cases of the disease in the county. That's an increase of 94 over the Tuesday number. There has also been one more death attributed to the virus, with that number now at 356. So far, there have been a total of 15,725 positive cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is roughly 8% of the population. There was no COVID-19 update on Turkey Day, Thursday. The update is expected later this morning. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
And page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less, and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Kokopah Casino is open for business from 6 a.m. until 2 a.m. daily and committed to your safety. Play in comfort and cleanliness on the Kokopah Casino floor, featuring all your favorite games, properly spaced and meeting social distancing guidelines. Relax and play at the friendliest casino in Yuma, making sure you're comfortable with constant disinfection, safety precautions, and welcoming smiles for your visit. Winning is just around the corner at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
And it's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. With page 2 of the local news, here again is Gene.
A 2-alarm fire damaged a Calexico warehouse. The fire was reported shortly after 6 p.m. Thursday in a structure in the area of California and Camacho Streets. Calexico Fire quickly responded or requested a second alarm, and personnel from the Imperial County, Hopeville, and El Centro responded. Firefighters were able to protect nearby buildings as they fought the blaze. Firefighters remained on the scene for over 2 hours. Cause of the fire is under investigation by the Calexico Police and Fire Departments. Well, the California Highway Patrol reports a pedestrian was killed in a traffic accident Tuesday evening. Here's more on the story.
The incident occurred at around 7 p.m. on Highway 98 west of Enderholt Road. According to the CHP, a man was walking eastbound in the westbound lane of Highway 98. A Volvo truck driven by 50-year-old Rafael Alvarado of Mexicali was westbound on the highway. Alvarado saw the pedestrian but was unable to stop the truck and struck the victim. The pedestrian sustained fatal injuries. Dead man has not been identified. The incident remains under investigation. Alvarado was not injured. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
George Gale with the weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 72 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 53. National Weather Service says a weather system will move into the area today, resulting in some locally gusty winds, a short period of cooler temperatures. High pressure will build back into the area over the weekend, resulting in a modest warming trend and continuation of dry conditions into the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 70. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 43. Saturday, sunny skies. Highs right near 71. Winds will be calm. Saturday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 45. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 75. North to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 52 degrees, 26% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still good throughout the county, throughout the region. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
The holidays are both activity. Handle it all with Happy Honda Days. Bring skis to the cabin? The Honda CRV and HRV make it easy. Take on with financing at 0.9% APR 20 CRV and as low as 1.9% APR on the 2021 HRV on select models for well-qualified buyers.
See your Southwest Desert Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
And in sports this morning, in the NFL Turkey Day games, it was a doubleheader, not a tripleheader as had previously anticipated. In the doubleheader, it was the Texans over the Lions in the early game, 41-25. Washington defeated the Cowboys 41-16. Cowboys were just not into that game. Ravens and the Steelers were postponed because of various Ravens testing positive for COVID-19. Among those was Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. This weekend in the NFL, Sunday morning, Sunday morning, it'll be the Raiders at the Falcons. You'll hear that game on FM 107.5. That's your Raider station for the Imperial Valley. Sunday night football will feature the Bears and the Packers. Monday night football, the Seahawks and the Eagles. Both of those games will be aired on KXO AM 1230. Tonight, it's classic high school football. Vincent Memorial takes on Central Spartans. That is a game that was originally played on September 29th, 2017.
High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast features some of the very best games from the KXO archives. Classic high school football.
Let's play some football!
Is brought to you by Hacienda Snack Bar, serving specials daily. Call to place your order. Imperial Truss and Lumber, carrying hardware supplies for the contractor and do-it-yourself. Pico Market, new owners, same great carne asada, 8th and Pico in El Centro.
And in golf, Poland's Adrian Meronk and Frenchman Robin Russell hit 7 under par 65s to share the lead by one stroke after the first round of the Alfred Hill Championship. And the main event in golf tonight, 2 years ago, Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson went head-to-head in what would be a series of made-for-television golf matches. After that, they went to a team format in May with two of the best golfers in history, adding a pair of future NFL Hall of Famers in Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. At this afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, at Stone Canyon in Arizona, they'll do it again. Manning is back, but Woods is not. Three-time NBA champion Steph Curry, who certainly knows his way around a golf course, enters the picture for the match. Champions for Change, which will benefit historically black colleges and universities. There is a significant other difference. This time, Charles Barkley is added to the match. Number 2, Baylor Bears in college basketball heads to Las Vegas. They have hopes of tipping off for the season. They hopes, anyway, to do that. And the Dallas Cowboys, of course, weren't really into the game yesterday. They were mourning their strength and conditioning coach, Marcus Paul, who died recently. Just died yesterday. Anyway, that's it. That's a look at sports.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Router, when drains don't work, they do. Wall Street's main indexes opened higher this morning as optimism around an rebound next year outweighed concerns around an expected surge following the Thanksgiving holiday. Jones Industrial Average rose 38.86 points, or 0.13%, open to 29,911.33. S&P 500 opened higher by 8.90 points, or 0.25%, at 3,638.55, while the NASDAQ Composite gained 64.78 points, or 0.54%, to open at 12,159.18. That's the financial news. We got some weather coming up.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
And we can expect sunny weather today. Highs right near 70. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming north in the afternoon. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 43. You've been listening to the financial news and weather brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do.
Practice the drums. Feed your fish. Practice your Spanish. Miércoles. Finally finish your last class of the day. Thank you. Finish your homework. Pick up your brothers, take them to McDonald's, and get them Big Mac burgers and chicken McNuggets, which makes you the best sister ever meal. There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's, especially when you buy one of your faves and get another for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
And it is 8 o'clock, time for CBS News. 6 minutes of news and information on the way. 8 o'clock at the tone. Yeah, right now, coming up. News right now.
This is CBS News on the hour. Of this year's Black Friday shopping to be online because of the pandemic, but shoppers are still out there. Jason Yates was in line early this morning to buy PlayStation 5 in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
The demand, you couldn't get them. You can't get them, so we have made a choice. Either you're going to pay double the price or come out and spend, some hours. So that's what we did.
Reporter Bruce Marcus is in northern Wisconsin.
The line out this Best Buy was not nearly as long as normal. Most of the shops were wearing masks and practicing social distancing. But while they are mindful of the pandemic, they aren't letting it keep them from holiday bargains.
I'm healthy. I'm good. I see people taking personal responsibility for themselves.
These guys waited outside for hours despite freezing temperatures.
Doorbusters is the best deals you can get. Better than online. That's all it needs to be said. Doorbusters. Old school. It's the best it can be.
Bruce Marcus for CBS News, Wausau, Wisconsin.
Healthcare workers are waiting for the holidays' residual effect on the pandemic. Dr. Celine Gounder is on the President-elect's Coronavirus Advisory Board.
Unfortunately, you have healthcare workers who are already exhausted from months of fighting this. They themselves need a break over the holidays. I think many of us are just really, really worried about what this is going to look like.
Safety investigators are looking into trouble with 2 Tesla models. More from Detroit and WWL's Jeff Gilbert.
There have been 43 complaints of failures in a linkage near the ball joints of 2015 through 17 Model S sedans and Model X SUVs. 4 of those events happened at highway speeds. That's something that could be a significant safety concern. It's too early to tell if this will lead to a recall.
In Iran, state-run media report that a scientist linked to that country's one-time military nuclear program has been assassinated. Nobody has claimed responsibility for killing Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, but Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu has singled him out in the past. The program he ran is believed to have ended years ago. President Trump fired Homeland Security Cybersecurity Chief Chris Krebs after he called this year's election the most secure ever. Now Krebs is talking to 60 Minutes, and he says he wasn't surprised.
The thing that upsets me the most about that is I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my team. And I'd worked with them for 3.5 years in the trenches, building an agency, putting CISA on the national stage. And I love that team.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 67, the NASDAQ up 132, and this is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't wait. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms can mean something serious, so don't wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Exciting developments are in motion. Dell is officially giving out the biggest deals of the year for Black Friday, and there's free shipping on everything. Yes, everything. Whether it's for work, school, or fun, Dell has you covered with doorbusters every weekday. Accelerate all that you do with next-gen XPS and Alienware machines powered by Intel Core processors. Plus, this huge lineup of premium tech is up to $400 off. Call 800-BUY-DELL or go to Dell.com/Black Friday. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
6 American oil executives have been sentenced to long prison terms for corruption in Venezuela. The so-called Citgo Six were arrested 3 years ago. They flew to Caracas for a business meeting. They were let a setup and still appeal. This Black Friday sounds more like a bleak Friday for some.
Retail workers have a holiday wish list of their own.
An extra $5 an hour, better pay, better virus protection measures.
Labor activist and Amazon employee Courtney Brown is also asking shoppers to lighten the load.
If you're just ordering because this sofa is so cheap now, please, you don't need a sofa.
Fired Amazon whistle Chris Small says it's employees who should control the narrative, not employers.
When they're talking about hiring 175,000 people, those are replacements for the ones who are quitting, staying home with underlying health conditions.
Andrew Manning, CBS News.
And I'm Peter King, CBS News.
Are you experiencing financial hardship and finding yourself owing the IRS back taxes? The professionals at Allied Tax Relief can relieve you from IRS collections. Most importantly, negotiating your tax debt, especially during these times of need. Allied Tax Relief is able to negotiate various Fresh Start programs to relieve you of IRS tax debt. Call Allied Tax Relief now, 800-524-3121 for a free consultation. This call could save you thousands. Call now at 800-524-3121. That's 800-524-3121.
At CBS News, our mission is to provide you with the facts you need to stay safe and informed. CBS This Morning and the CBS Evening News continue to deliver the latest news and developments on the COVID-19 outbreak. You can watch our free streaming service, CBSN, 24/7 at our website or on your phone using the CBS News app. Right now, we know you have a lot of questions and are looking for answers, and we want you to know CBS News is here to help you make sense of it all.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
We're just trying to entertain people, and morality's just going to get in the way.
AM 1230.
Where is
KXO?